44 after 7. But you will be fast and be Eclipse control money. I don't pay one more room. But you one more boy. Eclipse is out of a minute when you come on now. So, what you mean? A name, but you property owner. Why you document your property? So, this is the time. Property document, you know, every year, Juma. And this is a show, but I'm pretending to be alright. I don't pay. Yes, so you know, and when Eclipse in the come on, one more your documents, I feel one more to a commission and what you watch your businessman or your businessman. You need a loan for your business on your collateral. I don't pay speak to Eclipse collateral money. One more Joe, I say Abu, one more black, rather one winning. From what you play, more air war. I don't tell you, side, one more bear, the Moses Hospital, East African Senior High School, watch out for one more on 0543 832466 0543 832466. That when Eclipse ending come more out of pay. I mean, yeah, you, my bro, I try to give you the peace, give you everything that you need. I was coming down for messages in the brain. You're making kind in at the amount 0550 567 929 0550 567 929 and no any numbers are your day a year a Juma a WhatsApp and I pay SMS no so what about you're making kind in at the amount. Now, Kwame viewer, you're making come more and Ajoasafo was at the headquarters of the New Patriotic Party. DSC Ohonyinano Wanona ADH. He'll tell us more about it. But before that, you know, mene Dr. Jonathan Asante-Okyere any enkomo. Over to Kamaji.
Speak up, Joseph.
Na Mpomboko there.
Alright, they are child, I won't swear.
Already other room, Yanso Yahonya, and your mother did there.
Minimum there, unfortunately, 29th of March. Now, me done it to say by.
Oh, Kafra, Cosset.
And happened, no. A weekend, yeah, 12 of April.
Okay. Of I remember me, Joe. Why? Where do you Maya no pain? Na ninyina mu no enkomo wo hwa sese yedi na ye frisa Joasafo nsensemi akwa and bra ye hu letter disciplinary committee of the NPP actual Ediamano to appear afi wakwa akodru ho no manopani mu no entie ba ye ne said that be wonya mabiem now enkonkodru awie mu a Joasafo na Ejina NPP party headquarters said yeah say wokojina hwa for so many hours but committee and show up executive be also and show up any na ma mekasa will it be in a good faith to have seen their course when rain
also will it be what
Kessben.
Good faith no more show the actually ni ya na
okay but me chia Kessben FM, a cheerful in pay. Of course, they have not demonstrated good faith. But obviously, or no putting forth a particular political strategy, neutralizing all the odds. And so they did not demonstrate good faith. But I see it more as a political strategy on the part of the national office. The reason Deputy General Secretary Beto Abantin said, oh, Omocho Krata the command said, oh, they are postponing the committee hearing indefinitely, and that the fact the aid is I think it's a afterthought. Yes, Omugan said no. Sanya Mimidin Kankai and said that letter was hastily done on the part of the General Secretary. It was hastily done. And to know Ama because there are several hundreds and thousands of MPP faithfuls. They are in the category of Adwoa Safo.
Okay.
As much as Adwoa Safo, you know, it be a personal. They are in that category. So if you don't manage Adwoa Safo very well, you would have opened a Pandora box that will certainly come and harm the party and the fortunes of the party once again. Already the party has experienced dwindling fortunes. In Chile, the party will still be in deep difficulties come the next time round in terms of internal and external elections. So they needed to find a way of quenching that particular way now. Pressure no one can because MPP they were not happy with the way the former president led the party. And until the BBC, people were just in the fringes waiting to see how the national officers will handle that issue. And then they would have unleashed terror. And then almost all your current executives, you know, some of them will want to go again, contest again. So they will have to hedge very well. Because at the moment, the support base are so disenchanted, they are very angry, they are apathetic, they are disgruntled. And you know, there will be tsunami. Many are those who will be cleared of the system. That one, they should be ready for that. Maybe a few here and there, because you won't suffer such humongous defeat and still you think that you will want to be there. No, that will not happen. So they wouldn't want to create more problems for themselves.
Okay.
That is the more reason why they withdrew that way. You know. A strategic move on the part of the National Executive.
And a strategic move, no? I mean, what will you achieve with this? Because at the end of the day, the same person, I must say, or Kasa, go contrary to the directives of the party, no? Now, you give her a better opportunity to also express herself again, as against the directives are abaning. And Andra, she spoke to the media at the time. I will go to party headquarters. Obia anyone. Can the party now come back and say, sir, we are faulting you for flouting directives? They
won't be. Andra, I think good night to Ghana. Mr. After the council asked me, so what next? The question the Omayan is there. They won't call her. So that issue will be hanging.
Okay.
The only thing a hard party for which they hastily issued that way was her pronouncement on school feeding corruption. And the E-levy voting.
Okay.
Rather brought the party at the core of the issues, the party itself. As for Nebia Jumakukwe Junior Kokaye, how some of the party national executives, you know, how colleagues in parliament, how, for example, as someone who was leader and then now they are changing all those things are, you know, a matter of personal, border on personal matters. But the other one that bordered on the integrity of the party, you know, was the corruption allegation and the other one. So they felt to say, hey, we need to hold this lady before she says certain things that are that will rather create more problems for the party and some certain individuals. That's what they did so. But the point is that this one, they will just keep mute over it. It will die naturally.
Okay.
Yeah, so she also cannot continue on that narrative for a long period. No. I also cannot. Maybe I can't be. I mean, in politics, you have to suffer both collateral damage and individual damage. So the party would take and then we move on. So that is what is likely to happen. I don't see the party calling for a disciplinary hearing again. I don't see that happening.
Very well. Over, Mamena was here to pay. I'm grateful. Very well. And may that say, that is Dr. Jonathan Asante-Okyere with the University of Cape Coast, speaking to us, political analyst, and helping us understand the way forward on some of the things I border on the Honorable former Member of Parliament for Dome Kwabenya. Now, Kwame. Yes, Maakye
Majo Kwame.
Bibia fine.
Ejanadum.
Okay. Ma yenko tie interviewer oni Sarah Joasafo eye endrano na afe yemra medi nkomo. Why?
Okay.
Ma yenti yemra.
Me ko no na disciplinary committee one party your national executive back and all catch me say visa in CNA and I make say make sure that visa in CNA and ya kwa mo fa so mo de kata ne brem enra na me fiji mu akota se mi nkomu a me ba fie no mo dia beja me ke sam se na no kamera jade no ma fa sa kwan so an kan che me se visa in and ya me dia messing for na ma ba se committee bi ani wono bi ani na dwunu wa ye
tina bibi science no e da fo forum be fra wa na asesen
ba ni di so na obi bi sa wo
dia party ni ye ni kratom dia bra wo di party no ho yawo
oh me ni ho yawo se party ye nyina ye dia Name me Mr. and say, let me pass down a 40 and says, Bibi say, Bana, you can see the work disciplinary committee. I'm running me for 23 years at the bar. We've been on much letters in the ground. I'm senior to them at the bar. Now, throw letters, Sama will be the presumption of law. And it's like, yeah, would they pass out the truth? Nipano at money amount 40 when they say. Why you be at your party? It's your Kotrina so. And only the disciplinary committee. It had an ameme fear, but was my baby. Me cardia my committee in the Muntimin Chema so. I then also come up on test of the member of the disciplinary committee. Or my women committee be our words. It's not just often a day anymore. It's me there almost say and let be anymore. It's down my friend. The
man by a radio so cassa, your whole last one kawoba, or Mama, a boy who's on Casabim.
Yababa from friend disciplinary committee. Yababa near be and some
Kessben. And that is the Honorable Sarah Joasafo. Come, Befi.
Kwame.
And ready is here.
Intina, you draw bears non do any fan.
Okay.
Bob bears non do fan, not Honorable Sarah Joasafo. On so ne dom enso me kan dom a na chese party na constituency no ne manfo bia edi na chi bus no sprinter bus kese baako ada cars o mo dom private cars ba na nanom ahema bi no mo a mehu wo mo a o mo enso ebedi na chi bi na o mo nsema no mo kan nyina ne se domi kwa benya de ayese o mo asoa akobo no feyi ase said the ubi soa ne ma bebo ofe yase no sa na akwakoye isan say no more 75,000 votes and wo this time no 25,000 at here free so no almost say omo anhwe yie na problem ni nyina omo kan ye no na supporters ne e kan say Professor Michael Okwe ono ne problem no o se ono ne problem no ono na party for no e kan ye de binum ye interview kasae omo kiremu a sese no ebra ne ba ye se obeba no ana party na tete apansa modomi kwa binya. Okay. Isan say amanfo ane di adwo achi kasa bi ni ade omke kan ye ena fu ebi no mobo a omo ankoto aba ama MPP amnyoko na so mo anhwe yie di a na say ya no be Sarah Joasafo de a ena 2028 ombeti aba 2,500 bo shom de amomo omso mbe ye ho adwuma nso so man tweet ni ye mbe ye ho adwuma ti e kwatena ba say 11:30 so I'm saying 11 or by 10:30 or 10 11:30 or kotena soro ho conference center ho kotena ho ba opie ba no say kwa kotena ho na pani ba ko ana me pese me boni din because me dem hu pani kro ana o catch ne say
party headquarters
but who say
or your party executive
who say ya mfa nsoma no but o kan e kire no o executive o penny pa
anti bondi
o dem fa di ni tete kakra be so
be bondi di
lawyer Sarah Joasafo amo what you say as obi aka bibia kire wo say ya mfa nsoma no ana on ka committee no ho ne mo executive member ana o kire say emma so onyi ni se sa meeting no ebeba so enti ana adwo ase na onyi ni dia na na ka kire ne yeden ko kwan yo mo fa so de letter bre no sa na se onkomo eye san so no emra ni se o de letter bre se wasama no na se da se o mra no wa ma o tra okra be ka so ye ko tra ase na mum wa ama enti ono so ye fast over enti oba no na ye di nkom no so wa tra wa o mo ama na de ne ya ne se o mo de letter ni be ja ne kwan no o be ja ne kwan no afi de muri abeja na sad na ma so asasa mo sad koja ana kwa meboa enti ne titin tieti nyina ne se party no asa ne omo ye nani nye ho ko so tie ni interview no se adwo asafo na ase wo pesa mu se ni din enti empanifo nhwe ebinum party fo no abi kura no omo ye MPP headquarters so kura ni nye ne yekoso no pam so mu ntwa so.
Okay. One was on Traso. Marin Konamini, the national organizer of the party, Eni Nkomo, lawyer Henry Nanabuachi, Nanabi Ewo Ahomaso. Council Marching. Hello.
The speaker.
What are you marching and bomb to say?
Oh, the speaker. Madaruma, Nadaruma, Bibiao.
Kessben.
And I trade the empire. I don't pensio that's a wajia. So now the Edika and Drana Moya West Joasafo Babo Party headquarters.
No question ni na minim ni say na ni na yinim awom say na general secretary on behalf of the party leadership.
Kessben.
Actual kata the ama Ajwa Safo honorable are referring to disciplinary committee. Ne me say nimbi mu so no say party shishi mu no so no party utumi say obitimi as I actually say you made in a sense inside the kata by say a year Jumedia no say on no boy Joasafo ebeshia empenim for no omututwe nkomo ewo ensimfo aba community and also na yetu asheda ne na minim no nteno na me minim say obeba party office
na mumma ne krata ya general secretary through the disciplinary committee the krata man na musa to share day Joasafo by ho endra minim say wo videos ne bi also obi a mona mane say committee hearing no emma so ana wono so sorry anopa efa no hone ne dom di na chi ebai obetina ho over an hour obia anshow niti ewo ho panyi bia nso anka hwe ankyere no I mean something like this, you know, how does it affect the more year any more organization?
I was me bishop me need information on that. Ni minimum say yes I the cut half of us are koi say yes I to do medino ashada intina minimum no she be akos which I will say me busa Minister Director of Administration and Finance and assign on behalf of the Secretary to the Disciplinary Committee.
Okay.
Honorable Patrick Boma. But the TBR, you made the Kessia and away him. Tine and Pese, BBR, Mabasin, no question say Lee. Adia Ghana will be a Kahwasma by national issue, a by international issue, a cocaine, and a money laundering on someone. I hear the minority through the hard work of Honorable Intim Fojo, the Bonabaso. To many Ghanaians, he is a hero now, and even to myself, as a national organizer, he is a hero. And no, no, as someone said, "Do be an entire maybe be a
I see.
And count 170. As any kind of I can't do as a maybe a cocaine straight.
Now, what yes, cocaine is so straight, organizer. Reverend in team, yes, a Mojano man, Crawford, you in a man. Oh, there be. I said you made it. Obieno, Nyawakano, Sabe, Sanka Party in Somanka, it will not thrive up to now. And that was what your communication note at the bar in Ayasum.
and Ramini who video on a Poladomotre no.
Yes.
The party communicators near Suma, come once and what from me as national organizer, what from me and one some na make come in my bonabaso. Say, almost sure what to say abrobe, no more woman dear is expected. Say you don't expect, say, I don't know, anyone. Say, Mr. Speaker, you must say once more, say, Asamo emu de he pa ne fa NDC for ho a enu ntom ho hwehwe mo sa omo so pa honorable intim for jo asem emu de he emu de he kamya ko sisi ano omanu kura ye guase plane fi be bia ba ba na bigina ye time out so 5 days bigina so 5 days after 5 days na say 2 na sa koye ntie say nya say plane baako ene anda wan kwasa abeka ho ntiremu a aban kasamafo ede ba ene say plane baako na omo say develop forta ne tie no ba engineers nko be edu ene ka ho ne bae etwetwa so ifa yakwa ko wie etirikwe plane a ono falisofo su kwa chekwa no ehwo ye ewo ninkomudi mu no say yes plane no kra na ba ha
what me identify say yes plane in the bag Ghana ha
and yes and say o share intim for you ne Paul ade no any how was yes plane here any kwan of fast you use the tail number flight number utimi hu wi asia fa na nyina plane 2 asisi a enti se be makobi akoyera odwom wi asia fa na nyina no plane bi atu wi ase ba bia ya wa abefo efidi wa bibia ukọ now de plane number ani bibia shima ubehu be bia plane tufiye ko ubehu flight itinerary nyina ko wi eche na ese plane krampo na ni obi atwaye Kessben TV fo mu ko twaye ani hu otamat no so no okohwe ni ono Felix no e de kire yen na o hwete number na difference wu ene Ghana wuntimi ntwantro na hu se facture Ghana nso e de yes half flight itinerary ni nyina biaba tese o hwemu ana se aban e di BBC na no na aban ye dede hu bi se omakwakoche obi odi cocaine na ba up to now the right honorable speaker of all the radio presenters in Ghana mimi what to say at obi a pro bi say bi a we won cocaine no de buy na say money laundering what we be say
dabi
ade hu hia say nka ba na nge mo obi ko edu kran fa ne kokot sabi enema tantan enema fun ana national security ama eye japo se wan yiye ade jenjan ade fun ne hu hia ade tantan ana mama sa japo enama wo ye yesi ya chi cocaine ne bonko ano eye 350 million ama yesi ya sa chi sika bi obi obi ya kwagugu baby ebesi na yente ho asem yesa ka se cocaine bi so na free takwade ba 150 million bi enso mi asache no so yente ho asem yenka ho asem eno mu na ehwehwia ba se kamia kwa se cocaine ko ni ade afo plane ya edi kui aban be yi anu a aban sama o kanyina na edi diatam eye kofa baaye honorable intim for you sopa ani sopa no etino odwe nwa onti asese eti de na aban di fie speaker wadaroma efi bra intim for you esa ne pause eye video bi enre minim ehun mu aye bia ba na
that be more responses be am I
for now so wo hwe se nia Felix na no ye ne prepre bibia no okay ya ebesi ne yenti wansem ena impokwa wo hwe sa ni video de be ya akwa sa se ya chichire ngofo bi ahye baabi na ya hye da aka to mo se munyes minni ne se the normal routine is a play bar eye omo mo ye adwuma wo airport no ekofa cameras edi video and me chromo na ya shadama engineers na gina ho as a conference bi BBC ye ni ashada keke nipa bi abom so monko na monko ye acting bi monko ye video bi speaker sa entwetwa so because usha asania ya shada choreography adia no
arranging niam ABC ye shada city
ya shada niam asigi ya sem na esi ntia ya shada keke nipa bi mom ni enya se engineers ai ni asania ni se BBC e ba bisi.
But say nana oko airport enclave mu nyina na CCTV cameras were baby
no da mo hwe video we nye CCTV utu has obi na sheda de na phone e twa na say Mr. Speaker, you know CCTV footages we usha uso we close shot we CCTV camera we your close shot obi a sheda na camera and na e twa just to come and deceive us. Just to come and deceive us. It is an obi for us of NDC cocaine abai. Now the NDC join uze embasa insembu sabe bene kuni pa adwimo. Mu koje drug barons bisikana. Ana mu promise almost mu bama ye airport. I trafficking. All of a sudden, Nanado Danko Kufado. Oye adwuma kese pa na ma from 2021 even in Ghana, ye free. A ye bia, a ye in Ruboni, a jadi a quaffo. No, ye free. So all of a sudden, and this about 3 months, yes, okay, you 150 million. I have to quadeba. All of a sudden, yes, okay, be 350 million. What's happening?
But nana supplement there is videos about what mo chese ni nyina ye fake o dollars ni ade a wo mo ho ye nyina so mo say ye fake
okay so mo ka say fake
okay ni de wo mo nka ho asem but wo mo aka dollar no any gold bar ni say ye fake
me the fake dollar e ko ba bia odi ba be penetrate your market ama your economy na efu say a wo hu say ya ki obi arrest obi eti warehouse na mo ko ona no so e eti o mo anan come security for so ma arrest obi mo e mo na say arrest o mo ya ki o mo e wo when ni arrest o mo sabi property amoko so e obi dia
exactly
ona na ya chi na security for ya chi na yente da and it is more than 1 month obi e do oroma na kokot enso nsemu ana national security ama japan ye ye wukroma nsemu no wa Kessben sase mi yente ho asem this is a major issue our responses are disjointed, uncoordinated. It doesn't make sense. Look, can the Papamo power, Mr. Speaker, you allow the state institutions to work. Adibaye, we have quickly, and you use civil aviation, MD Frio, Director General. Also within that time, and you use Frio. Quickly, and you use Frio. So why are they not yet not fonka? Narcotics Control Board, because who could see drugs BCR. Narcotics Control Board also other than Omonka.
But said there is a directive by the president. Sir, I mean, all these investigative bodies, and more. So I mean, isn't it too early, or rather, no mobile mountain pressure?
The president cried with the lead. I'm on the social media handle. Ababet say allegations now, Reverend Tim for you are making. It is serious, and you know, Yenshishomono. Rather, no, a buy Casama for no and sopa Nipana or the Assembly Bayano.
So what will be the way forward? There are more strategies.
All of us, we should hold the government account to the people of Ghana. All of us, all of a sudden in 3 months, you are in power and cocaine is flying everywhere. Everywhere cocaine. 350 million cocaine. 150 million cocaine. Everywhere. Now flight about. And it's not make us young say not day. this for a Bobby said, or more back who came for Musita, no more bomber my yet the Ghana, I a transit point.
Very well.
For drug trafficking. And these are questions we need to ask because see yourself all of a sudden. That is why America say when you check. Now the danko kufuado government. Ye Ghana ye free sa beer ye men born in the addition but all of a sudden within 3 months MPP NDC in Kwaba MPP free. Yachi $350 million of cocaine waha. Yachi $150 million worth of cocaine waha. All of a sudden a suspicious plane about to see a tarmac so for 5 days. Me tie on kwa a paya. Tie on kwano engineers ni import from engineers be 10 about the I'm not tie back kwano. It took 5 days and as a tie back.
Very well.
Thank you to you. Yeah, the 5 days and as a
well,
now would you was a plane eba baby keke na hana oba na obeye na transit bi o de call the baby so we nka baby agranite na hona go so kwa na meboa
exactly
o we na na ni sa ya cocaine dwai ho an yidi ni Grand Canada ho na o se ko it's the issues are the minority through Reverend Team for to original they are aban ehwe na omo ka ho asem enye mi o hwa na enye mi allegations keke na aban so no anon nsem a wo kan ensisi so
very well Kessben na mama na
wase pato yina ye musa sa questions misro
ye be bi
say wo obi a o kasa pe wo wise practice jamedu wo dia ze wo tie fiefiem wo dia sem to form say team akwatri ye musa these questions these are legitimate questions. And for insult and go for and I love the resilience from Reverend Team for sure. I love the resilience and that is how it should be.
Very well. Now you be sir, you be said in Komobim. I don't pay my menace. And that is Henry Nana Boache, the national organizer of the New Patriotic Party, speaking to us at Opay, bringing us to exactly 16 minutes after 8. Hi, Kessben, 92.9. Pacho, your number is 055-0567-929. And no any numbers are ye de a Juma on WhatsApp and a SMS. Maminye Juma Emra na yentuaso any inkomo. Mabija for no atina senche. We'll be back in the studio to have a conversation. And Tima, wajen chening in ano. Emra Mamenko a year Sadik Heba Asu a year Emra na mini Mkomo ewo ho Mamemo Bapa Achi na Memana Kwaba Maji Ode what is saying
Boko na uswe
Eradi ada room amenso be ho ye Sadik for ho to saying
Nyame adom obi a ho ye pa
Kunyida mo ho ye
Nyame adom
Eda nyame ase Babinti wa no pay na yeni Mkomo
Yo mamincha itie for na mima obi akwaba Sadiq Herbal Center and anope oti yenka Flexon 600 herbal mixture Elephant herbal mixture Sadiq herbal powder and elephant ointment ayedi abajaman so no ehun de ro na de bia yebo na ye chew Sadiq Herbal Center say mentwen na enya stroke ansa yare no ne kun edin ne kun esey adaje yare no timi sei nipadua enti mentwen na enya stroke ansa se wodi wani atofama ye wonkofo bi wo honom a on sheda enyare on complain say oyare symptoms ne de silent e wo ne ho normally no be experience yare symptoms ayen tan ka ho asem until say yare ne be kan ya to ho a obi di nanu be hu say asemesi yare no obi anka ne de ho asem but ye wonkofo bi wo ho a da omubenya attack no ansa ne ye omedu hospital no na moja free omuhuni mu ba obi wo okra other hospital deda na wenya brain attack na moja free ne huni mu ba normally nkofo omutai experience sanya ma we bebre and time survive dia obe survive no so will live with hemorrhagic stroke brain injury wuntine wa wadwini mu apai na moja na so na timi abefa wo hwenim dia obenya medical care in term when free mu at once no will live with stroke that type of stroke where you very severe. And normally say stroke signs ne sha se we nipadua ma untumi nkyire se wo de no hemorrhagic ana say ischemic enti se de be ye na unya nipadua na ma ne mesei kra na wo kra every wonsa enti na Sadiq Herbal Center say men chain na enya stroke answer signs ne sha se ama wani nku nipadua ne ho but as Africans as we are no
until see ebe yari serious no yemfa bibia serious anything our body no will undergo changes bia wonim se nipadua we na nya saa na tie wonim sa hyase no se mpabo aro utumi hu se mpabo aro now mpabo aro free na se wonte na asenka wo hono ma na wo fa atumi adwojo na asan ba back eto de bia na wani so tai ebribru obi wo ha na ni tai ye ni wisi enye se wo eye problem o oto de bia na kasa ho ayede ama obi wo ha ne nsa ode fa de anopakra ontumi na ne nsa ni mu aye ha obi so wo ha se de mpane na ewo ni nipadua obi so wo ha ni ti fa so ni mu se pai na oje ne ho a enje obi so wo ho no ma owo ha se de na hyefunu no mu a ye to no se de ye to brodo no ni nipadua ni mu nyina ehyehye no obi wo ha ne nsa ne nan eso ni mu se agina ne ato ni din kama ose ananse ache no Sadik Herbal Center say we nyina ye nsunsuanso a eche wo se adwene no eho eche no of oxygen esanse moja dudu e wosa kwadwene mu kono etumi 19 nim enkodi ho flex on 600 herbal mixture ye de aba adwaman so de amaw se emwa na enyi science we nyina enfri ho enfama wo a wahyase ehunu nsunsuanso no ubenum adroyi one bottle bia na woche aniti 4 weeks fire comprehensive treatment efama ye nyadaje manipadua no for bosome pe na fa no num ye noyi na enyi we nyina enfri ho maw free hono ma obenya hotaso sa woni stroke to nkwanta mo pai dia on hyase hunsunsuanso no nanso odwene ni nipadua ho no pese obo nipadua ne ho ban against the area ehunu sei no ono so betumi anum yedro yi bi obi wo ho a onim yare no akana to ho foforo enye nia wa yare over 15 years a wanum nuro e wo wiase nyina watoro yare no obi wo hono ma yare ne kana ye de aduro bi e wo wiase beka na a develop into a different yare assign their money pedua no ye se dia stroke na kana foforo a odampem Flexon 600 herbal mixture ebetumi aboa wo yie wo recovery process nim ama ho etumi atowo entem eniti nipa miensa amaboso wo a wahyase nya science ambeboboso wo a wonya science no ene wo yare no aka wo foforo ato ho ma Flexon 600 herbal mixture emmenwo woni obi a oni wadi san komo yi bia ye nadom na to yedro yi bi koma no na ebeboa no yie pa numbers no 0244 15 35 11 and I say 020 800 91 78 afa ebusuafo ukoga na hafa na bebia ye no ne yato apete ho mumuni away herbal ono owowa Oba PK Gombela Chemicals also owo Tamale Halfman Pharmacy ewo Techiman Cap Herbal wo masom Green Life Pharmacy Animal Safe Pharmacy nyina ewo Sunyane Kolinak Misty Apidang Fauzia any Freddy Mens enso ewo Kumase Hillside Pharmacy ewo Enkoko Tony K ewo Suhum Ohina na Herbal ewo Koforidia Except the Lord Herbal Shop ewo Somanya Kaswa for Enko Tribe of Judah any Kingswalk Herbal and Atinated Herbal Afe Atinated Herbal Shop across Ghana nyina okwa obenya yino yi bi ato oba Okaishi Draglin Kingswalk Herbal Kolinak and Misty any Apidang and so ewo honomo Broadway Herbal ewo Nungwa Lorry Station no echi hope okwa obenya bi ato Ekus Pharmacy ewo Ashaman Pala Herbal ewo Pristia Ebibidrofie ewo Bogoso Afe Lincoln and so ewo Swedro Little George and so ewo Tema Ghana hafa na baby a pharmacy shops ni chemical shopper ebe wono ubisa ye no yibia won sabe to me akabi Afe ebusuafo mamemfa won enko Sadik Herbal Powder and the Elephant Herbal Mixture ye no me enu nyina eye koko edro tatashe now Cocoa were a lot of misconceptions around it. Eya na minim say edro for no mo person muton omu no and I say I don't to be ana mention that entiomase but get it right and get it from Sadik Herbal Center. Adia black na esisi wenim no enye koko. Iti no wanum koko edra who believe say edro yare no ne ayaresa anase nedro eni honum. Face mole enye koko. Koko eye adia esi wo to weja nan kwan bia honum o rectum mu ehon na koko si broni si hemorrhoids hem hsm moja so koko has to do with moja wuja wo nan ya moja di akire internal pulse wo wo de ne sha wo to se kokobo a wo de se pia na eko inside obi so wo honum a ne de ni tua ne to ono a opia enko na aka ho na efifiri otwa na aba e wo se unya Sadiq herbal powder na nhye yare na se emfiri hokra emfama se de be ya emfifiri biem wo de no so wo yam a wo rectum honum na hyehye moja wo nan wo yam tim kakra bia na edi moja sufi di woja na echi elephant herbal mixture anase Sadiq herbal powder ebetimi aboaw na asosa ohaw yi nyina asiama wo koko ni internal wo de no so eye external na emom enkonum se black ade na esisi wanim na ye koko abusua we enye koko wo de ewo wo to kwan no wo de na eye koko emema ni bebre koko ama omo mema sem enkoyie Sadiq herbal powder wo de bibecheti anopa fabigu nsuo mu nanom wo wie so a aduane bia wo di bia wo betumi de bi aguso se wani abre wo ho na pesa wo sa wo yawe ne ntema segu wanum na we no fa nsuo pian so it works like magic said de bia mekana we enka nsuo enka ja eniti ekwan ye fa so ye na adwuma no eye strong koko a numbers no eye 0244 15 35 11 anase 020 800 91 Nyamene boafo herbal so won sawom lorry station Koforidia station honoma okwa won sabetumi akabi rookie herbal ewo Amasama Stadium Road na Tolman okwa won sabetumi akabi afe elephant ointment nipeduanim oyaw akwa way for external use only yemfa nhye ya no yemfa nhye ye ba bia ye de sra nipedua no ani onai frichi wati kokoniwa o sasabro aba wada wo konso said your yaw nitie wo nipedua na ni bia no elephant ointment kakra bi na wobete uhia nipa foforo bia se omo anafa twe wonan wankasa tete se de wo sra na fa sra so kakra bi eno wankasa rewra nipedua nim koyemu adwuma yi oya oni free mu
that would be attitude but you be too pain in your say at the about joint pains abdominal cramps severe headaches neck pain will call to me here we are now we are here I don't pay me you so yum herbal lotion not what the stress be too young in no I say at the about but when you stroke cafe na will healing I don't pay my yum herbal lotion cheap baby I check in a better chelling in a dear I don't pay a button miss you and massage therapy but yum herbal lotion I use it deals generation enterprise and a robot and a woman anyway I beg your mind so baby all the herbal shops all the pharmacies said to me I don't pay open to do more for deals generation on 0244 730 295 0244 730 295 now when you want more any one after 0202 0302 945 146 0302 945 146 now when you yum herbal now deals generation enterprise in command way omo be jim so ye so pregnancy journey no ebe we pay ye there Amelina Children's Haven Roma and our pregnancy journey until the 9th month we deliver a bouncing baby boy or girl protective genes and frontal mother care product ahodo and caregivers product ahodo nyina Amelina for a banner say open car seat petrollers and open creps amount bad one nyina no Amelina afi a banner maternity essential so your bar for your free pacho see you hu ye fashion area f na designs no a top notch very quality on the Ghanaian market pacho Amelina who we be or baby I pay Amelina Children's Haven for Adaro more than my papa no expectations no will be met with Amelina and baby clothing nina no pacho betobi one skincare product I do out the best strap abo frado ma for frado with the edimu Amelina e will be na bejo na ebebo we pa prioritize quality if you right in your hand your quality inquiry or edema. Pay www.amelinaonline.com.gh. That one kasa koshe wedi swadi. Macho enkra your wager kumasi ube hu Amelina and afi chechima ni yawo. Prayer on 0593 921 777 0593 921 777 and afi 0501 67 2445 0501 67 2445 and afi 0554 21 5410 0554 21 5410. That when Amelina Children's Haven in Commando Pay. Wadaruma Wamo Boy and Dr. Shapa Daruma for the policy needed drone or Eddie Abba. Shapa for Akofa Immune System Booster number 1. Umra Udo at the Guardian Market Eddie Abba and Opay. What we hear Jumaka Crave and a fatigue setting in. What's the brepa? You're making an is a well-known imboost department. Be tuning in and say, and who be your immune system no na yemi ebe Kenya no ma hoden shonko aba woni peke malaria eba pacho imboost to tuna se precope kidney and liver related problems and our challenges pacho wedra we here e sharp eba imboost aba and ope we no bia ebe boa we e wo heba shops ni nyina em and ope across the country baby I will be abenya open no do we to a fresh sharp eba on 0246208496 0246208496 now what they want any and come on and pay
too fast the one guy thought he was in Louis
Mr. Speaker.
Olivia say what one I will be said that's only Krumwana lawyer. Oh, Krum to be named so in the America. You want
this out, okay,
no problem. But maybe I've come. I never want to say,
oh, Otu for Yankopon Adam, Unamudia, Unamuye. Na said ye. Na yinim senka yebeto yeboa na yamaye nuanom NDC for ne amembo no be 6 months ansana ya tiesima ya adwuma no ye nyina de comedies na said ye omubu mine de se ya meani ana ho a 6 months beba no na baby omde o mine dru no ye ho hwea enye yie
okay
ensem na eba no they are one too many it says obie for social media, obie traditional media everywhere. There's cocaine here, cocaine there, cocaine everywhere. Na bus is air bus ne your friend is saying plane. Air bus is your tarmac so you could be some so na aye ensem bebre no ama oman ni mo no I say Matthias a Catholic Bishop Conference class also no omabeka assembly afa ho sa regarding the fact say president enhwehwe kwa obefa so enye sika na ode ebuman no nemo ma omonfo mani nchire cocaine eso cocaine in some ye kan asa agro on the UN and so aba out UN office for the drug and crime they've come out and for UN to come out and say we should conduct a proper investigation into the matter. No nim the nice so.
Anya no na omampanyin kan ye.
Omampanyin
say ye hwehwemu.
You see, asem omampanyin kan ye no. Okasai say omampanyin. Okasai say obi a ote amemu ase. But kamia ye say enyoma ekoso adebre omampanyin kura wonim. Because so already omampanyin statement or the buy no very carefully you see, sir, he wants to get to the bottom of the matter. Omanpanyin issue statement to Akasa, say investigations and Koso. There should be a collaboration between the other 72 honorable in team Fojo, Reverend, and security bodies are as I say a set up no measure same. Omanpanyin Kasa ye no at this statement by less than 24 hours. Neya hunu say information sector. Felix Ofosu-Kwakye. What out? Now we are all presenting at the end and naturally say the target is for Intim Fojo to be arrested and prosecuted, and not necessarily say yeah baba hwehwe na presidency and hwehwe nsem a oba out ebe ka kire say asam no nyina so obi anim enya nokore ene na de bi bi oni ensa hwehwem. You see yenua Sami Jamfi yadi gold e share ne nsai waye din kakra kire say utimu se ne abre e ni gold board, but cocaine asemi be we pia bonten ebe defend na re defense nso omo de ba na a personal attack on the reverend. Also yourself one wedding intro. Also yourself, let's deal with the substance of the case. And yes, so for wedding intro and also for our canocre. And someone wakeka ni infantun se ni ni ehunu say and some ya wakan no kure wom and now say no kure bi anim. It is now evolving say even pictures are Felix Ofosu-Kwakye de beto ho. E kire say sa photo yi e plane na ye di ho nkomo esi Ghana no. It is coming out say that photograph was never taken on the soil of Ghana, but somewhere else, because social background. Now her aircrafts are na ebi ni Ghana. So how come we have that thing here? Utene nsemo okeka ye mu nyina ne flight a okemka ho asem say flight ni enya fault. Ena ebabe lande e wo Ghana, dey ben fault and tie. Mr. Speaker, say flight enem wiem na ne tie enya problem no. Ne landing ebe yesen. Se tie enya problem e wo wiem ni atimi ahunu wo wiem se tie na enya problem ti na e ba be land there. By the time all ba be land na say security measures are wo in place na enya ketwa fire service way because se plane tie e wo problem a si form say king ejabetimi atom because ebetimi abuaje.
Okay, say flight no ne tie plane ne tie no say wo you. Sa no kan.
Also the reason why it landed on our soil was for maintenance of the tie. It did not just say a bra tie na air free, baby a free air ban. No problem ni ho. Na ye namu yemu a yenyi ties na kra na ehunu say problem or because the only problem wa ba be kire na ties. And na say wo hwe the tracking of the movement of the aircraft. And in some wa ba ka nyina na it tells you say there is something that they are hiding. And nothing about UN so about out because for UN to come out, it means there is some iota of truth in the allegations which are being made. The ayame Kessben and say,
oh, the actual so preconti no, audio we are no mama audience.
Oral, oral, ye de oral, na ye dear. A band, report de call out a bundle of suspicions. Entina ora domelevo eba out ebeka say and some a woman nyina and yeni nyina yem verify it means a suspicions. Na dey enti obi so suspect bibi no dey abeto out dey also on dey yen konko arrest no. And then say oral team nyina say ya arrest omo. I said one thing here and I repeat say President Mahama or the contain and they consume. Because ocean in your manner omu asha se omu ye ni nyina na ento asum ebra ye can play ni ho asem no on the numbers ne emienu de di kan ba ya ye Felix Ofosu-Kwakye se ne tie asa ya hunu se enye no e na odi hu picture aba no eno ye N823 AM ena de o se e de spare tie ba ye no susu no N864 AM. Yeah, not confused. And the first one, my friend, 23. Now, second one, my friend, is 64. So, the better clarity. Ebeba. So, we share, sir, 64 year back, second year. Transema Ofosu-Kwakye found, or say about on the 22nd of March. And a see Ghana, a move back on the 25th of March. These things are not true because they are verifiable. Reverend Tim Fojo, I'm a young. And the wow phone now call flight aware. Baby, a flight be a movement will be an ubehunu. A level 22nd from Kessben. How do you call it? The island Neso or whatever. No. A move here straight to Kotoka International Airport on the 22nd. Mr. Speaker, on the 22nd now plane is a move here. Echo New Luanda, which is in Angola. On the 27th, now a move from Angola city or Esco a different city in Angola. Echo end up at a third place, and then on the 23rd, Adiachin and a Saba Ghana, 24th in the free Ghana. Ofosuko to say about 22nd, and they stay a call back 25th. So, what is he trying to hide? Adia Aba Ghana, Aqua Angola, Aqua 3 different places. As I return Ghana on the 23rd. So what it means is that 25th, 22nd, no, the flight, no, are not 84 are not Ghana. But for the course there were till 25th. In the same way, on the 25th, it was not in the country because it's left on the 24th. So what is he trying to hide? Now he shows something to the whole world about the Kavok Air. And no bar on the 12th, or Chelsea a bar on the 12th of March to this country. Kavok Air 7037. So Oko Koshe our flight aware. It will show you clearly. So within the past 3 months, plane a moving kobebia yasimu. Eti ya himfa na onyasa video ni free ye. Eti na na me organizer na bi e kasa no pay na o kase. Said the for you kan sa na be eye tie back where engineers be 9 or 10 ejina ho a ye form a free baby at your mobile be fix a car tie.
Okay.
In any way, so Ahmed flight na buy you know. A US flight. It is an spare pass and ye be ye ho adwuma e be free US and go free Canary Islands na e free ye buy you know. So there are so many unanswered questions around this dealer. As I say, ye hwe na ye ka no. Ye jani nyina to ho and ye a personal attack on Reverend and on Kanokre and wadi intro on fair evidence nemra. Evidence no confirm free na but that is what we need to investigate. Now, wo government our control over matters no. Even the flight obe try or say eto free Ghana eco the information we are receiving is say we tarmac na so. The omusho try philosopher so kwache ese eco no. So what are they trying to hide? What in it and on person be wait so be eka say bibi wo mu na bibi wo mu. So if the UN has come out Mr. President Mahama said the so
you're lawyer, you know said the burden of proof, no.
Yes.
He who alleges won't necessarily will prove it. And I mean wouldn't Tim Fojo has done us a favor, I mean, to have come with better particulars and a proper perspective of the conversation I hear have it, so to speak. Then you make comparative analysis with the abiding so air catcher. Now it's more dependent on the fact it said as I say abiding na or certain responses, right? Not clarity, it may back to this matter. But if the government is not willing to do that, how do we ascertain the truth in this whole matter, sir?
The government is willing to do that. The president himself has released a statement showing clearly say he is willing to do that. The Etiana Maker BB say Onimu Shedia, on your careful, say some people within his administration are there no amaho kwai say enkoso no, they are trying to stop it. Because the person is he or no or a member of parliament or play oversight responsibility. Akwa say yes, suspect the cocaine wa house me improve by showing you the cocaine. If we are interested in fighting the matter, we have all the ammunitions, we have all the power to investigate. And then say flight aware, philosopher to watching our control over flight aware. Me sure say come me and can ye hunu baby flight and move to. And now as we speak, say before crown na enim hwia now. Ye hunu say ensema philosopher to kwachi abeka ava flight na ho. What me abeka say flight bi or the ababa to ho CVK 7037. Say sa flight when ye what show and none of pekra what show e wo fidie so. Now flight na ye investigations no flight aware you can go to your phone and check. For the past 3 months flight ni ntu nko baby ah. Na suspicion nim. So philosopher Ofosuko Ache ababa be give more your friend is saying wa mana da hope face ade a ekoso no Mr. Speaker bibi wom.
Okay.
It is okay say in team for don dey me prove on dey be prove ne saying.
All right.
And the ora omo de ayi ba ye ni nyina suspicion ba ye nyina na say mo investigate. Because onim ya say otrimu fan a nti am wanku.
Okay.
O say investigate o say miko kwa apa o ye reverend na
me da say babema Mahmoud Kabori achi na mema na kwaba ono eye dean of the Ashanti Regional Communicators of the NDC. Kabori imagine
yeah, bro, Mr. Speaker.
Then bomb to say
Adom on Paibo You go so kakra.
Mami ntie na yento ankomodie ni so.
Fa na mo ase anopai na yemo baso. Woduma so amodiboa amagana. Na yemfa enche mu duro. Ema watifo ne wahwefo all over the globe. Wono age brani adaje na oni yedi dwumade anopai. Mami ntie lawyer. Na mentia menua penny. Say anopai amemfa kwajan so na memfa Ghana fo nyina seda emfa makane mampani John Romani Mahama ne naban se enene de num pepepa ode ne pen si nkrata so esensan yedi adanse egitu mu se etuo bebrebe kotobe kumema na nadodanko akufu ado Alhaji Mamudu Bawumia ne MPP aban ede beyan yekuo mu a womu anim se na emma ye home brebro ni ka se it suffocates us na wi ase omusande e begina apaso na wonto ye nsrewa afedi ya anya de ye moko mu upesi ye yidi amonsan koto mayen na Ghana fo de bi sebi enya agro ne kotoma mehwe obabi nia utia kase dua so no ontua so mprenu sanse utia so abafa twene nti wono overwhelmingly rejected the MPP Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration and gave massive endorsement to John Dramani Mahama. Sa boshe no a ye ne Ghana fo di no kokoa mu ne penti mu no. Ya mananko ye boshe a sebiu ebeka ketase. Ye di so a nei owura Mahama de ose ayoyo a 11 as at 2nd April. Wa we transaction kura ye TV 11 no enra ya refund obi a de ayeden aside the akomano. It tells you how this government is very sensitive when it comes to matters of public life and the public issues. And ye do Mahama say investors no so Wall Street no so no yes we 10% betting tax na wa abolition no ye kadwa de bia me ka kire wo say enye de abo adwene pene so that na so no ye danda no enye de mabunu ne pese ye bekwa kwetena betting centers ye gotwa bet but abo bi na ka wo until such a time we get sustainable decent well paying job for the youth no we should not out of cruelty and insensitivity impose taxes on baby omonde survivor and also ye free go kotobe kumimba vat ye di koto insurance policy ye free go ene eto ahodo aka enti anopai ye Dawura Mahama se koke wo krum pacho entisa koke bia komoni krum si am no kese otisi monten so ankomo Ghana fo die eye to a na eye won ko mu a ye free wande wo manya oje ene home a wo mutimi ekọ onwuma so dada mfaso ebam what else and then aban policy direction efasa nyema we hu zero tolerance to drugs and crime. The policy direction no enti sabi yesi woni mamamra I want to amamra se enti ya set the pace na ye disananim no enye ye ne ye besoso enema bi so hwe publication we wa wonu mo my joy na ye Ghana identified as transit country for drug trafficking enye Mamudu Kabore ne kan enye nobody to say make Kabore na owura ntim for do ne kan British High Commission and the Kansas Assembly 2022 owura Mahama na onye mampani wa Ghana. It was under President Akufo-Addo, Dr. Alhaji Mamudu Bawumia and lawyer Sebemo Party MPP for British High Commission to make such a categorical statement. Abra yanso kura ni etitima oman no mu no ya ante kura dasa aban kura make effort akwachi kokeda. Mr. Speaker, in the spirit of transparency, accountability and participatory governance, say amamu no yebuni ebuma bibia ye fan ma Ghana fo nyina hunu mu no John Dramani Mahama administration decided to do different thing. Say bibia ye boni a efi say betima nya nsonsanso o man Ghana mu yetimi tu sa de no so sa na nipa cross so sa na whatever it is ye on etia we will let the people be in the know. And that is why recently Ubeti ECG containers here. As at Enra, Ura Captain Jabari, Ashanti Regional Security Coordinator. Kote ho baby. About 125 ECG cable bundles. It will be uncompleted building in Akwasisa. That is why at Temaho baby Ubeko ECG containers are either Yaton China for one day Nanya Lomini na Yakochire. That is how our containers here and also not fake currencies near the idea called yetimi out. You know, so yenya ya the betu Ghana for him. Now we are watching her baby. Ubin so completed with Akrabi Netenim, Uru Ulmambi. Udu wa unsu krasa bone koso efra papa no Dr. Battery. Womu twa fake currencies. Now we are kwamuha ye ko intercept echi kokea with a street value of about 350 million. Opioid drugs a month for ye BBD yes with him red and one wine worth of about almost $280 million. And also echo intercept report other year because in the guys here near by then we gruma Senegal kwanda and then also na ya chiama Ghana for huna ya senwo because in the spirit of transparency and accountability I was a Ghana for hunu be free and be echo. This is John Mohammed's administration. Even at the time when British High Commission feels you guys made this country a safe haven for drug trafficking. One to me and my who one thing. And then those people to be Garian no patience you don't see to do the effort. I bet net TV so say woman moral right but chire yen kwampa. You be fast one my kuro no asundua bam kwampa you be timetrezi no bone kwampa na way and away. Let's not do that. It's not good for us. And your papa, now but fancy what you near. No true no or say no. Ye can be an MPP ni be an MPP for Madrid and say Ura Mama na Mugu no fi. But a quack can't even Ghana ni no one ya Sebi so one kratas winning krata or Europe or Asia or America or yena man a quack cannot say Yesimu Kuro Mumu yen no bone. So as far as I know, there is no conversation about cookie outside there. Second issue. Hey, Obi na watana say who say, hey, say you go opposition. Kwame na me so me fa so a metimi ahwe ade abaya nye ne yie no. Me de be ba bonten. Say in the spirit of said the ultra said nim na chia say internet no. Say in the spirit of so be good who fi no so party abo no de e ono no opinion. Ora Samuel Okuja to ablakwa. Ye wo opposition. Or ye investigation be brea. A boy may save millions of cities, billions of cities for this country. But for Okuja to ablakwa. Come penny Kufuor behind luxury jet for 8 years, $15,000 every hour for 8 years. Yes, I calculation here. How many hours are there in 8 years? Multiply that by $15,000. By now, Kamemene will kia young kwa. Kia tonya mo man be jisika e dia ko ha lu prekesi abre nipa ba ko because of you say he's so big than the presidential jet Owura Kufuor betinam. Okujato, that's how he saved us. Among other things. Sajumano Okujato ye no. It was clouded with a sense of emotional intelligence, deep thinking, the ability and readiness to gather all the facts before you speak. You must be someone who knew your own, you know your own, you know what to say, when to say, and where to say it. Now they are taking now TV so you don't intercept suspicion. You intercept information, document, videos. So when you tell me say why intercept BBA, then you should be able to help investigative body by tendering in those information you intercepted for purposes of investigation. As we speak, who put it to lawyer? So the burden of proof lies on who is alleging. As we speak, tell me one evidence here. Representative for your Ediama investigative for this. It's true. National security say.
At least Wamamo lead, you know.
What is the lead?
Wamamo lead, and they said there is a flight.
What is it the first time one?
ABC.
Mr. Speaker, don't fall for.
Why shouldn't the investigation review
Mr. Speaker,
better information?
Don't fall for that mediocrity. Don't fall for it. 2019, 2018, there was an emergency landing of Emirates flights at Kotoka Hanum. One was for refuel. Another was a pilot to know what emergency health issues and I was attending to him. They landed at Kotoka. And it is said here, when an aeroplane or an aircraft decide to land or do transit, and I decide to land for refreshment and continue on the journey for refueling, that amounts to say our aircraft is carrying a contraband and as a drug. Hey, adena mama ya limited ya lower the bar sir.
But what's your conversation?
Yeah in opposition.
What's the lawyer Sebeka ya? Was pictures and videos crowd must show no. I mean, flight aware indicates itself our flight in the last 3 months in Tunko baby. I mean, he's giving you evidence and substance of indications across anti-flight, so to speak, is being represented.
They can always set their own questions and answer them. Get the details right. Then you know say no one asking the question no answer. The first flight I have for certification purposes. For certification purposes. Did it happen or not? The second air ambulance, air med buy now landing for refueling and refreshment. Say normal 12 which is a normal thing aircraft does. Upon landing on GFL now so man tie ko pie. The in 48 hours time was there another aircraft I did tie eba kutoka for purposes of fixing the air med na enya challenge na
the tie no ampai whilst onam you.
Now how do you land? How do you land? Until for lawyer better say na o 2 year no anya problem oduru you man say no hu anya problem. It is neither here nor there. The idea was not to land to fix a challenge they are encountered. The idea was to land to refuel. And we share Felix video now. Those are the evidences out there. If you cannot go by the evidence, don't misquote him. But what you say? Now in all this conversation, the people I blame, are opening power that Ghana Airport Company. Why should it be Kabore Mimi duty? Upon all the good things this government is doing, now Obi are making such a grievous, unsupported claim, allegation against your company. Now basically there, Ghana Airport Company has not been able to issue one statement.
Sir, for no, your friend is saying, my party communicators quite for Subeye government communication minister. Why say obey sanction no all the institutions, a corporate affairs and communication person at BBC or be responding. Yes, your more design no kwa na CEOs na pam wo so mumpe. And how do you expect the airport company to respond?
So
and it is under your government's watch.
This is even more than
so who is supposed to respond?
This is even more than an issue for corporate affairs. This is an issue that borders on integrity of management. And this is a management meeting now say ampa, assuming without admitting. Said the team for your Kenya no play bet me Sikroma yen man authorization permit as a company. Now bet me the Nubania Bano atimi they are passing through immigration here there. Na sampeni for that so ho. Then what are we doing to ourselves as a country? So this alone is an indication and revelation say penny no down man no. Nothing but gross incompetence. President Mahama should fire the person.
As I say,
he should be fired. That person should be fired.
As a mobile be at that consul.
Me say, say Abuano say I was infinity. Yes, sanity. Near the Jones ready as well. So the head of that company should be fired. Now the no. Sometimes you see, Yen yina ye election a. Yes, winner takes one when moyen. Obu onimdie na aban foforo kra na de namba ye manin adwuma. Me on several platforms. I have said and supported said nyema me di mani akwakwo ho minerals commission no. I don't support any call for ORAEC to be changed or removed. So, but people like Ghana Airport Company no. She doesn't know what it takes. One to even win an election. She doesn't know how it pains for be in the name of partisan politics. Best say an entire government did.
I will not say Kufuor on the appointee.
Yes.
And I'm mobile most on twice.
Unko twaso.
I saw good.
And with this case she has failed and she must go. Let her go. The chatwo. Ora nti before you na otimi benkum so e di sankomo na okeka say the lawyer can many problem. Say MPP kasamafu bia na oba na can many problem. But an apostle of the law, a lawyer, adding his voice to unsubstantiated claims and drawing conclusions as though he has empirical evidence, it tells you where your democracy in the Babedru.
Okay.
And for me, Kessben, as Mabununo, Sabi, and they see freedom of speech in tea. Pros in lawyer there. But let's be guided because the future awaits us and we are the next generation of leaders. Say, Mr. Speaker, and find your own.
But as a government problem, I mean,
yes, Kwame, Honorable Kabori. Ye bompire diamano. Say,
the appointment in my
Kwame, Papa defending this achadodo. Kwame, ye ka communication. Ane eyeme ya say sometimes omo baha. Ano mbe hu se bia ye kasa asem. Kwame enye se omo betena ha na ye ka. De bia woni tua se ye ka ho asem de bia. Na na eyeme ya say so omo tie nchese ne se videos no kwa abonte a. Ana aye akoye se ase omo na aka kire ye se ye nka. Ba Kwame ntesa. Kabori wa wunim kumasi bia wa ko kumasi da lawyer ti obedi adanse say ye ka omo a effective communication man ko 40 NDC abayase anase NDC party their policy ideology and their everything akwam. You cannot mention about 10 people or 5 people in Ashanti region without Kabori. Those who fought Kwame, it wasn't easy in Ashanti region like that. You understand? The Biameka Sasem was say, Obiti said Joseph Yami. Kabori Nuni Bujaja Fimono. These are people, and Zuba. These are people, Tamana NDC nye popular Ashanti region. Who say t-shirt kwa team huru. They made NDC attractive in Ashanti region.
As you say, na my t-shirt.
Kwame, what t-shirt? First park crowd na ka. First park crowd enim no. Na yetimi stigmatize. Yetimi deprive a lot of stuff. So the bichi. Yetimi deprive but ne sa no mani nyina no ejai. So if you get such a personality, na say odimu bia. Kwame ma esue nkofo adwema nkofo te eno ma biase. And now na make Zuba asem. Say Zuba wa bre omonye no mo anano. With this KM jobby and go so good. Yabo Zuba dia and ne Zuba eba be KM boss. And yama Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly. So it is good. So your friend say Honorable Kabori abine channel. Your best room.
The Kwame Appiah pose, you know.
Omonya na omo channel.
Kwame Appiah pose.
Oh Kwame, omo channel na nipa bebrente no ma biase.
Ukwa Mahama baga unya bio. Me catch no play. Sa do mo aye no. Omo en say aye ni say Kabori na aka sa onim.
Oh entisa.
Everybody so on the obeka say entisa. No. Onya franka komo ya aye di na.
We got here. I was listening to him. Oh, she the we are toto the west now, Kwame. Kwame, your friend is saying, issue yabe.
Yeah.
Tama Obama bought this country in 2009. The famous speech of making na adian for free mupane say we need strong institutions and strong minds, not strong men. You understand? Me sa asam na me nkabi because na me hu ade a metimi de sa ade na akade afa agina so de akasa afa bibi ho. But ebre ko nanim ni na unhu say asem Obama be kai no aye no kre. You get me? We don't have strong men, strong minds, and strong institutions in the country. Because asabwe yabe, and kanya banya asem. Ni kweye ba kope enya banya asem. Asabwe yabe Kwame. And kanya two political parties or masema.
There be.
Eye Ghana asem. And Ghana some if we say we have institutions in the country. Kwame. Yawo Ghana Airport Company Limited. What kind of functions? Was say responsible for planning, developing, managing, and maintaining all airports and aerodromes in Ghana, including Kotoka International Airport and 5 domestic airports. Kwame. These are your friends of functions. Et ye kase obi na manage sa. What does it mean? Oh, Jamaica. What does it mean? Then two Kwame. Who share the functions of Ghana Aviation Authority. Or see is the regulatory agency of the Republic of Ghana for air transportation in the country. It also provides air navigation services within Accra Flight Information Region, which comprises the airspace over the Republic of Ghana and the large area over the Atlantic Ocean in the Gulf of Guinea. Kwame, sa institution me we say Reverend Team for journal na you know information on the Bible. Na say ko directed the call.
Okay.
You understand? As a so directed the call. But on directive fan kwa buy just like that. Kwame Appiah has say shuba if you ha. I cannot bypass Mr. Preko. Now me confirm Mr. Kessben. They make what I say. So I should deal with Mr. Preko first. But se me nya answer before say me here. Then I bypass him and I say, skip Mr. Preko, then go to Mr. Kessben. Next, I call directly to these two companies. Next,
and respond.
Yes, I'm responding. But what director call Abanswa Kwame? Any other politics I be reading. It's yet now Kwame we are being bombarded by two political parties. You know who is lying, who is saying the truth. Because also is here the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes. Kwame. The reason why I'm about Bontia almost share a bind to investigate the purpose of the two flights. Kwame. And the response of Kwacho for the buy.
Okay.
Because Kwacho for Sukasa no mobile class as we see. They know what they are talking about. A piano idea to chew on Reverend Tim Fordjoy is an honorable member. Let us take politics aside. He has given you elite. Sabin Prebiasa, Neta Kofi Boachen Fanchami, Papa Baby Obi Amechacho, me bo di na aka asem keke. Ye fra DB surveillance journalism, uko police service e buo. Ya suma ebia Mr. Kabori say onko investigation. Ye timi suma Dr. Ayi lawyer Sebe so no to investigate Mr. Kabori no onko investigation. You understand? Based on tip of buy him hoshe. It is a institution na kasa na yes ade. Jamaica what say. So Reverend Tim Fordjoy has laid down the say accusations and speculations.
Yeah.
whether say he doesn't have or here say when here any you say concrete evidence, physical or visionary evidence, and say you investigate it is up to the two institutions to come out to tell the man say no Debbie flight when you buy and he say flight here will come some say we have the records. Where is the flight itinerary? The flight itinerary, who are supposed to provide to us the flight itinerary? And definitely so for Sukwache. And then the Jumano. Anamebwa. And definitely so for Sukwache. I buy person here 1 day a year. Your friend is a 24-hour economy. I was share Oswa by Kessben and I said the Jubilee House. They be an open information to spread it. And then somebody share the flight itinerary. And Panche Ghana for. Abra Ghana Airport Company, and the Ghana Aviation. What kind of institution is this? Says Mr. Kwacho for to say the national security invited Mr. Tim Fordro. He said it. Yes. Even in his video. But the Tim Fordro was saying the credit will be inviting. How do we determine the truth? Now, the media was 2 numbers. Mr. Fosu Kwache is also he quoted another number, another registration number.
Yeah.
And the 18th photo is talking about another registration number. How do we determine it? How do we determine it? Ahmed, no, yes, a airplane ambulance. As it's supposed to be like an airplane ambulance.
Yeah.
And
that's how
they are not, yes, and this according to the sources, yes, they are not allowed to carry cargoes. But yes, drill machine, spare parts, a whole latter, and some fata say, yes, sanction my empire. How do I know as a Ghanaian Kuta Ghana card? Mekasa François, your team communication service tax, editor for ya be Dumaka. How do I know? How do I know the truth? Because per the records I got in your own, and what drugs no airtime. So ya share na you and the who no. Ya blacklisted this country now. What you buy won't be. It me no be many Ghanaian no. How do I know? Airport company limited. Papa what you already. Aviation authority. My man what you already. Aviation authority leaders. How much omo yede? Edi aduma no omo ye. Mama politicians bombardiers ye shantam yantia bia na no the yan say yes.
Funny enough, immigration for so airport hole.
Yes, immigration custom officers airport. Immigration is airport.
National security for so.
Kwame, my men all got airport company limited. It is either say she's been warned to keep quiet, and I say ebia only much information and I say bia
only much information so much information so they said now only wadwuma
and I say bia wo ya agenda e dey tie aban no e normal miensa ebia no only information and I say two ebia na wo ya agenda e dey tie aban no and I say bia he just being quiet say bia obesave the job. I normal we need to investigate it. Kwame. Dear course we don't get it. We don't get it. Elsewhere you cannot do this, Kwame. We cannot do this to this country. We need these people to come out. And yet Ofosu Kwachini in team for you. A banter. And you see a call a TikTok ne. You find say a Twitter and Facebook. A call with who is making sense or not. Or you member you honorable member of parliament. And is not just a mere member of parliament. Kwame, was a ranking member of Interior and Defense Committee. And when him the worker, it is a investigation and conform the Babontin and the proof, but that's a papano where you suffer the word dim track. Then you will your best seven previous. You better the channel. So for dear your panya agenda. So Kwame. So what kind of crown swamp pa? Na Mr. Fosu Kwache so every time to be too foot to be no. Ya ba ma no so hu say ya propagandist. Ya for propaganda and try Jubilee House.
May I say, but when kind messages ne be na member lawyer Sebeso. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Ziga, please remember he directed his call on government and not to the institutions. Why must he also do that then? Dan Edway Free Asaban Kese Anna Ede Abad. Dan, thank you. Wacy, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please ask Ziga who are his parents. God richly bless them. So I tell him he is my mentor. Such a wise submission. Nana Redu Edway Free. Ejaka Manso Ede Aban, and I really do thank you. NPP leader must give us a break because we gave Ghana to them, but they failed us as a country. Mahama should sack all the NPP appointees. Ayite Joseph sensing that one from Adanse Odumase. Ayite beda send a message, you know. Where is good morning, Speaker? Please, I want to ask. Is there any CCTV camera at the Kotoka International Airport? The airport company must be able to prove the substance of the matters happening. This one says that, good morning, Mr. Speaker. I'm Adams. I'm Ogubo inside Offenso Amweri. Greetings to Abbas. Thank you for a message, you know, good morning, Mr. Speaker. I really love watching you every morning. Please, I want the NDC regional communicator to speak as a Ghanaian and not as a politician. A matter has arisen. Speak about it and stop beating around. That is what you seek to say. Or say you are there talking about cocaine, yet you don't want us to ascertain the truth. The Reverend Minister has spoken, and even Sami has equally spoken about the issues. They must come clear with the facts on the grounds. Thank you. But one for within Ankaho. Jones Wamanso or the Abamanso to cross the Speaker. The NPP want to be throwing dust. That is what you mean to say, throwing dust onto the eyes of Ghanaians because of we dumping them. But no matter what they do, the Mahama administration will surely succeed. God bless you and your team. God bless you too. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Mohammed, what the way Abba Mohammed Ekwao Anan Mankesim Estate now do free. E-levy is gone. Betting tax is also gone. What about LGBTQ plus? You ask a very important question. I agree with you. We say, good morning, Speaker. You see how the NPP have started serious criticisms of the NDC government. The plane they are talking about has been opened and there is nothing like any drugs in it. But why this early bashing? They should let His Excellency Mahama focus on his mission because he is not having time for all this propaganda and sabotage agenda against his government. The Akufo-Addo government has failed, and they have failed woefully in terms of the entire country. What a shame. Okay, thank you. Good morning, Speaker. Happy Thursday to you. Tuesday, that is what you meant to say. Good morning, Speaker. Kokoli, you send this one. Or say, Galamsey should not be a thing of the past. You guys must continue to spearhead the agenda against the fight, and then you must be able to speak to the energy and then the health related issues we're likely to face as a country. All the way free Asawenso Anna Ediaba. Mr. P Bedase any message, you know. Where he said, good morning, Speaker. The NDC are simply thieves. How much more can we sell cocaine in this shortest possible time? Good morning, Speaker. I think the NPP is just making an unnecessary noise. If you have evidence of all that you are alleging, why are they not putting the evidence forward? William Carl, Edway Free Takrade Ede Abba. Willie, thank you. Good morning, Speaker. Hope you are good. Please tell Nana B to stop the ranting and the noise making, to see their unfair treatment to Honorable Sarah Adjuasafo. They are always shying and running away from it. Dan Edway Free Spinters Anna Edebaya. Or say, please, I just want to discuss serious issues or matters with you. Kindly call me. Okay, thank you for a message, you know, and a lot more of messages are Mode Abba 19 after 9. My lawyer Sebeso na mintieno on this on your rebuttals na cancel Yembra.
Yo, medasim. See, in fact, Yenya Kabore, ye regional minister Ashanti region, I'm gaso no. Uzo onene sepa. Enti usema wa Canada. Metoso o deserve menene nhia da batmate nka bebre especially okumase wabo adwumaso na anopei wakasa na minim se de oka ne nsem no se on expect se lawyer ni me so me ba be ka asem we bi sa tra no na nka nsem a me ka ye no wa be kire sa asem we a wo kan ne enye nokre enti se ne suggestion ana ne submission ene say unsubstantiated claims we hurodo sem ene edi a kire di a na asem a o ka kire ye president John Dramani Mahama ne say odi onu so di hurodo sem echi because president no ehunu say bibi wo mu a ye investigate it is okay bibi tia obi a all pre investigations are kai hunu say president na waka say tia no dia na me pese o kire bi ne say plane no say see akabore ofri okokumase bebre minime bi kra ofri kumase ne bae
or the hour na passion
ne bae yes ya fa ne say wo ko kumase na onam kwan so atra achimota wadu nsawam watwam akwakodu nkoko ufu alasa
but you am far from the bae
me nyo no cry on the side na kabore de obene wafa na ufu alasa Mr. Speaker
yes
na oye ufuel no to fuel ni bigum e won kokwa na otai apaya na oye hu otai hu adwuma na wuwia me pa chawo oto aso Kumasi na asa bankran
and it depends baby how you make us call
and now good this flight e be di 5 days etu e di free mo frɛ okra mpo sɛn den island o sɛ hwan ɛho na tu free ɛna mete sɛ obeye refueling ɛwɔ Ghana enso nya sa na philosopher kwache
so but say ofusu kwache kansa because flight ni 2 right Ahmed and yes. Then there is one other
no Ahmed ni 2 o Ahmed ni kwa 2 ba ko di kan ba ya ne tie nya problem no ɛna second one no enso to free the same Grand Canary yes the di kan free Grand Canary ene baaye Kessben ene yesi ne tie enya problem na tie no ena na zige ka say yen institutions say so omoboa yen because all those things
we can my yen clarify sa dey we
yes.
Richard you more kwachi for so video
thank you
na etie for for purposes of clarity any information or the buy on the 2 flights yentie na yen share no
3 mpo no de buy
monyi in term na momma ya ne yenko cancel to aso
buy are ready ani aba aye 3 flights no di hu nkomo Ahmed every Grand Canary buy ya yes ebenya tie problem no ene e frɛ ba ko bio se ono no mfa tie mra ena Ahmed no so no se de wunim no US ena company ne ewo it is a susuam pa se de spare parts ba e be free US but that tie we say so anke betimi anya bi organ ha say kra no es anu so to free Grand Canary ene ba ye and also say ye ambulance type na bi ne ba ye the ambulance type no it is not allowed say the next zigeka no to carry goods with it enti anya no na makwako biebie mu de kire no say me kan bibi say mama specifically the philosopher kwa che kan ye say no so cargo car na plane na buy no as in CVK 7037 on my numbers ni na say and also buy na ekọ that flight has not moved for the past 30 days
okay my the honorable minister in charge of government communication Emra
2 days the disinformation machine of the new patriotic party has been ratcheted up and they've taken it a notch higher this time Reverend Intim Fodjo, who also doubles as the member of parliament for the good people of Asin South, has made very wild claims to the effect that 2 aircrafts which passed through Ghana for various reasons were carrying drugs, and that was the reason why they were here. He also alleged that they were involved in money laundering, and therefore he was calling for investigations. As you may be aware, President Mama gave him the opportunity to present any evidence or any basis he has for making that claim to the security services, so that together we could look into the matter to ascertain whether there was any truth in it. I can report to you that because he knew he was peddling total falsehoods and lies, he now claims, after being invited to assist with investigations, that he was speaking on behalf of the committee that he was part of, and that the views he expressed were not his personal views. So because of that, he says he's unable to cooperate with the security agencies. I say that he was peddling falsehood because the facts as they exist vary completely from the claims that he made. When he made that claim, he was only seeking to peddle falsehood in a bid to undermine the confidence that the people of Ghana have in this government. The truth is that 2 aircrafts with completely different purposes arrived in Ghana, and their arrival was perfectly legitimate, and they were here for very genuine reasons. The first one is an Antonov flight 12BK with registration number CVK 7037. Now this flight essentially is a cargo plane which arrived on the 12th of March 2025. Now no plane arrives in Ghana without a landing permit, so this plane secured a landing permit with number GAF/TMAO/25/7863. Now the purpose for arriving in Ghana was what we call a technical stop. Essentially, this is a cargo flight that was destined for the European Union market. And European Union regulations dictate that some specific regulatory requirements be met before any plane of that sort can enter the EU. Now this plane originated from Luanda in Angola. It was loaded with oil drill equipment and lubricant oil which were contained in jerrycans. It was headed for the EU market. Now Luanda does not have the certification to carry out the sort of requirements that this plane had to meet before entering the EU market. Now the specific requirement is a scanning and screening RA3 procedure, which is a requirement to enter the European Union. Rwanda doesn't have it. The Swiss cargo facility at the Kodoka International Airport has that certification, and they can do that kind of scanning. Whilst here, it developed an engine blade fault. Its engine blade was damaged, and then it was also detected that there was severe oil leakage, which required immediate attention.
Government,
for that reason, a replacement aircraft,
so you see,
URCEZ with registration number
CVK 7037 cargo plane. And yeah, no, and Ahmed no, a different, and on the 12th. I don't know, put it to Minia say, we make checks now. This flight has not moved for the past 30 days.
In the last,
yes, it has not moved. And this is some omokas on the 12th. Bagana nona, and you see why yakwa hu video engineers bear a yijina hono. It cannot be true.
Okay.
And na maybe say uko kumasi na so fuelu onko kwa usa be kumasi ana. Flight na ye kan ho asem de di kan ba ya se ne tire pai no. A bedroom ya fixing the time man or returning to Gran Canary baby a free buy. Eti purpose ben or the two free Gran Canary and want me anko to aso. See a fix o time now saba back to Gran Canary. That is where the problem is.
Okay.
Now there you see what the time buy and so or tina Ghana ha and now on the 25th and no free Ghana ha no hano enya no crack because that very day the flight left Ghana to Angola. Angola crown across 3 different cities and sana air returning to Ghana the following day 23rd and it was on 24th the free Ghana.
Very well. But I say my member Kabore Brem na wadon so mama ne rebata na your fancy the wrap up of it. Kabore mama ntio.
Yeah, to suggest to say Ura Mahama was or bisa for full scale investigation to ascertain na ehunu babia suicide the body hunu we ko jano. Na obi adwene mu nya ne fan no doesn't mean Ora Mahama so sebi ahurada sem said WMP oye no because I will pick intel even national security mantra and say see something say something. Do pick intel you are giving those intel for purposes of investigation. You don't give intel for purposes of as a one year and number for your party to feast on and on a party year who press conferences to achieve what? Nti the omu ye nyina just one picture. The picture is that in fear what trade here omudi on my way kumu. Now within a matter of 3 months, Sakraya eba Ghana fuasitinem and near my power mama di gua kwemu. This has been the longest 3 months I yente katasese proyene kankai. So they are worried.
I see.
Woman near someone betting candy against your bino. But what they have failed to identify out to know, they say opposition. And you would do man say attend me about bayachi. And think I near ye no. Mojuma can see a pants mobachi domadia baba. Na I quiet him. Doing your burning campfire huntino. Young Kosha kukum. Young fabricating some the issues Ghana forging us to about 2020 were bread and butter issues.
Okay.
There were no allegations of cocaine. It is our 1.7 million gab na ye mam. No, we are not cocaine allegations as a move. Na inflation ya kosro. And when we came here taking over, no 3 consecutive times inflation have seen downward trend. 3 consecutive times fuel prices have seen downward trend at the pump.
Okay.
This is what we are talking about. Even before you be implementing I am in your penny the favorite program. Any Feed Ghana project, you know. Food inflation have seen gross downward trend.
Very well.
And no near my pa you do come out here. What this is almost a see now said yeah hard for because 75,000 Ghana cedi no and 62,000. Omo say eh ban papa hu to transfer. San komo no ne di to nya bi boni bi amfa ban hu a mamo fan kontompo ne agrodogura da sem say aban
ni 30 seconds
time no I guess very
and can be so the chairman of the committee keke so the whole information
Odi machi.
Ede so Kwame.
Na ebom de say.
Oh, nyame ado nan so e.
Erade de yem kwa che. Ma ye ni nkomo free Mascon fa so.
Me dan say papa ebusan form ma yemfa enchia sonkon enfree Imascon Estate Ghana Limited aso ye. Na baby bia da wo hye yen ene baby bia wutie frefidi kasies no. Yemfa sa enchia sonkon emaun. Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ya sanso abo aso ye bio. Ye adwumako sonkon ayeton ensase papa. Ye sanso esi adan. Ani wo adan papa nso ayesi awi ayeton eno nti emu bia da wo pe bia no ne yedi nkoma kwan bia da so no ekwan da fam se wonsa betima kemu bia wo pe na se promotion sonko ana Imascon for ye e ya so ye ho ye shase on the 17th of February na nyamedi atoma bosom ya ebei ne da to so edunum ana sa promotion we ye de eba na wi ye eno nti no we de ejaso ye guso aye ka che se bomodi ama na moto na we fa won hyem fi se ebia promotion we kɔ na wie ya na ebo no apeda kɔsoro kakra ana empo ebia promotion ye no na ye de akɔsan edan kakra twen kakra se mre bi achi na ebia na yato aso ɛno nti adepa bi atise no ɛya na dani den na wote a ana wo hu anse de ɛkɔso na no abomodi ansa won so odo ho behyem na no atumi abo ema adodode e wo ma de pe wo mu no won so onsa tumi aka bi Imascon Estate Ghana Limited yensa se pa yebon dawro no ewo Tropoli mini Tropoli American no ewo to wanya kwan no so baby a Central University ewo no baby a Sagleme Affordable Housing ewo no sa kwan no so ana Tropoli Imascon yenso yensa ase no ewo no wodi free sam yam no amabodin ekọ baby a Tropoli yensa ase no ewo no kwasibro ni say is just a stone throw echesa ekwan enwa sisi a wosima na waduru no akọ no san aba ebusia ye pesa odi woni ekohwe asase sade be ya won so bo sade ensase a yebom dawro no esi etie na okon sade asase no esi eda so na baby asase no ewo honom enya atechem honom nso enya ensuensuom afenso kra no enya baby a ye be kasa honom ya be pa ya ase ana be po etifi no akasa bia ensuo to be yira faw ensuo to tia ebia be kasa dia tete ba fie enempo ebia mframafa wo be kasa ebe pa dance da bi ya de no entesa honom eye flat land edebia me kam se honom te se park so na de yeten se Imascon ye free tons ase enye ne down Daniel abasbody yankuto an ye eche an yensasen so eye title land eye title registered land ya lands commission for wamo ama ye tumi krata ya ye ton ensase papa etise ye ebi obekasa asase enkran ensase nsam de eye bebre ne nso me ka hye nyankopon enumunyam se Imascon Estate Ghana Limited yensase a ye ba wudawura ye pesa won so oba betobi no wa hobia da eni akire edi film ne sante ne amanfo di twa ewon sasese mu no obi bia da ne ho a wakono asamba abɛbɔ so bɔ sana sas no ebia langard for abeto ahye ne so ana empo busuani bia na busuapani bi asan aba bɛka sɛ sika wutua ye no ɛkɔ ensabɔne emunti ye de ne mu hwinti sanete dia asɔre fra asase ne so saa wɔ ha wei ebi ensi de biarata ɛno nti ne wɔ gidie ne arehwemu a de biata no imas konfo ye kasa ye de ensase ebopan ɛka sɛ yene ane eton sase papa organa ɛno nti no sɛ na me yɛ di wadom wato wonsam wo pa sase pato wo pɛdwuma kobi de ho abɔ no na agya wotɔ na sase wunya asɛm bia wɔ akyire ya wobɛtumi mpo ɛde ato hɔ na wɔto kwan akɔ bra na abɛba no asase nsɛde esitie pɛpɛpɛ no ɛno aneteɛ na waba bɛfa ɛsiw dan ana wabie wo company bi ɛwɔ so dia ɛne na ɛyɛ Imascon Estate Ghana Limited ne yɛse bɔmɔden abra na ne yɛmɛdi dwa na wonu ho dabiada ɛwɔ dwadia ne yɛba bɛdi na waba bɛtɔ yɛsase pɛyi ebi abusuande bi amba me ka kyerɛ sɛ ɛnam sɛ Imascon fo yɛnsase ne ɛyɛ papanti asogyafoɔ mpotimi sɔre free camp edi akyi ɛbɛtɔ nsase ne bi asabra migu so a meka so mo develop asase no ebinom de ɔmo de ɛsi dan na ebinom so de bi ɔmo company a wɔn mo ɛpɛ ɛnya asogyafoɔ nko yɛnuanom apresifoɔ yɛnuanom central form prison officers afei immigration officers omo ye adwuma e wo bank wonu nso so omo ye adwuma e hospitals awodo emu akuafo emu adepanfo eno nti chesa me kan ade beche bomodi ansa obeba na oni aba bedi dwam abeto yensa se pai ebi me kan ebi a wote kan mu ene mpo wuti dwumade bi pasa wo chi no mesi ye no ma edi kan no eye 0553
0553
840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 minia Imascon yensase papa yebon dewre yesebra na betobi no woba chopolo no ma yechemu yensa yawo Liberty City yawo Shalom City and yawo Goodness City nyina no ewo faakom na sadia be obi osem ba mepe area ha mepe hanum say enunti an ya chemu yensa ya ne sadia ma ne yensa se no ya yadwisu nyina kama won yadwisu nyina kama ya grading an afa ya demarcation ya yi akwan e de ato entam nyame adom yesi market ewo ho yesi police station ewo ho yesi school ewo ho ana empo yesi estate ankasa nso ewo na sa estate mu na opa wo ba no be ka ho asem ni ate asase ne bi ede ama ho na wa hyase ayeso adwuma yensase a yebon dawro ewotwopoli one plot no eye 28000 Ghana cedis 28000 Ghana cedis eno an yesi di kan efa 4000 Ghana cedis 4000 Ghana cedis ebeto ase tiska no eye 40 million wo de beto ase a ni ade okwa asase no so ni akwata wo de ede ama ho na 24000 no aka no ye de 12 months which is 1 year as one year spread ede ama say busum bia na de kakra aba busum bia na de kakra ba ekom say 1 year ne beso no na nyame ede ado na 24000 aka no na nso so watua awiem afesa wo per half plot nso a eno nso ekwan da form ye beti ede ama ho eno nso eye 14000 Ghana cedis 14000 Ghana cedis eno nso yasinsi oto nso form atan ya ye nhye kama ede ama say eno nso di kan fa 2000 Ghana cedis 2000 Ghana cedis to discount 20 million feno ebra beto asem wodi 2000 to asem de be kwa asase so sade one plot de ne tie na ne mo akɔhwɛ na ya fro ne akɔtɔ de ede amount onso di 2000 to asem ebeka 12000 no eno nso ya de bosome makomako ensiam 6 months ana spread ede amount sɛ bosum ya na de kakra ba kom sɛ bosum nsian ebesene na me de atom na 12000 no watua awiem eno ntimi nie de mpɛsɛ me ka kɔsɛ nyansɛ yensase no ho nkrata sɛ me yɛgyeni me se ɛyɛ title land eno nti bomadia na bra betobi manso sɛm no ha biada eni atire wota wo no bia eni asɛm eno nti hwehwɛ yɛn office no ewo Spinters Road Community 18 Junction, Sprinters Road Community 18 Junction. Yani Allied Filling Station edim hwanimu. Yasan eben KFC. Baby amoton aduane no. Woto asase you are your amazing for mabene. Any contractors some you very good. You amusi and papa nti wo pa. Wo de be hye yansanado plan aba. Ni yasini kama ede amount. Mini ya sorry so akoye wa danso a yesi awie eno nte no sa wo pedane yesi awie nso antempa oba ye no bedi nkomo na nhye ne de egu akwan mu ni watwa ne kakaka na eja wonsa ka wodan na bia akokama ede ama eno nti bomadi anfa ye e wala yi so na de aka bia da no wo bi sa na ye de aka ho eye 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and 0553 838 730 0553 838 730 and 0209 155 437 0209 155 437 Imascon Esther Ghana Limited Sase Papa any adam papa fie no momra na metobi
akasa no makasa French wo bie na no awoboajo asana na ho febia wani bono so awira tete wo kwani ne bani na sene ne ba ejo no bi no anta bie eja wo mu anami di asem asa chiri na no mpa no asem eja wo mu aso bia ba wo do man kuma oba de ehye yense yeni za wo so eni je ni agrawo afe wonu e bi wi ase asoni mu e ba sa wo yira kwan so a kire ne kwampa no be asem yo be asmo oni pada sani awon manwem wo wi ase ha asam to nyonko na to be bia nkamfa ho nenso metene be bia nkame pema yeden nenso wadoma nkoma ba de ebo ni pa bata ni pa ho obi ada na nyonko ensu na yirasio obi a woni duma odidi bo a oman wo na ni kosi na fo wa yuku ni chechere ne ma obi ana ni koso ni ja obrechi ni kukodu fo eja wo mo enkuni maba aguna na yiri kwa ba akasa no makasa French wo bie na no awoboajo asana na ho febia wani bono so awira tete wo kwa ne bani na sene ne ba ejo no bi no anta bie eja wo mo anami di asem asa chiri na no mpa no asem eja wo mo aso bia ba wo do man kuma oba de ehye yense yeni za wo so eni je ni agrawo afe wonu e bi wi ase asoni mu e ba sa wa yira kwan so a kire ne